Okay. All right. I'm ready. So it's Alina or Alina?
Alina.
Alina. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So, Alina, we are actually live in Web Talk right now.
Okay.
I know that you've been speaking with Erdy. Is that correct?
Erdi?
Yeah. Ernstine calls himself Mr. Web Talk. I believe. I
No.
believe. I believe that's who you talked to. Um, he was the one that told me to get in touch with you to explain to you a little bit more about Web Talk.
My mom was talk to him.
Oh, okay, okay, excellent. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, good. So, why don't you just tell me a little bit about yourself and maybe if you have what kind of questions you might have about Web Talk, and then what I can do is I can actually just show you some of the things that you have questions about.
Okay. Uh, my name is Alina. I'm 22 years old. I have a bachelor's degree in international law, and right now I'm working on one of my big projects called Artery, and it deals with cryptocurrency. Also, I have another one project, but it's volunteer, and all I understand that web talk is like help you to connect with people and to find some interesting projects, or maybe to join people to your project, as I understand as well. But
Hmm.
I don't know how it all works there, because
Okay.
I saw that I can follow some people and message with them, but there are a lot of instructions and I don't understand it fully.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me explain a little bit of Web Talk to you. It'll help you kind of understand it a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm
Okay.
going to do a little screen share, so you should be able to
Okay.
see that. So if you see
Screen
right,
share where?
what's that?
Where screen share in?
Yeah, do you see that I'm sharing my screen with you right now?
Um, Wait, please. Just my phone. The connection isn't
Oh,
good.
you're on a phone?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm on phone.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I
it,
see. I see.
okay, you see the screen?
Yes, I see.
Okay. First of all, I've created a live event already, so people are already starting to see this video. They're going to start watching. They'll probably People might even make some comments or whatever on it. So what I want you to understand right now is that this right now, if I hit play, you're probably going to hear it going but it looks like we're live right now, which we are, but it's a little bit lagged in Web Talk. But right now, people are watching us live. Okay, it's a live event right now. This is information that's going right into Web Talk. Okay, so we won't stare at ourselves on that. I'll pause that. Okay, but here's the Web Talk is basically, when you look at Web Talk and you see what it is, this is my profile. Okay. There are some different parts you can have about it. You can have the about, you can have your timeline, which I think is kind of like you can post. Then you have
Okay.
videos, photos, and things like that. And then you have your network, the people that you're connected with. So this part,
Mm-hmm.
you were just talking about how you're involved with your bachelor's, and you're also involved with cryptocurrency, I believe is what you said. So what you would do is you can kind of build this and start talking about the things that you're interested in, posting the things that you're interested in, and cryptocurrency is one of those things. So then what you can do is
Okay.
You can put all of your contact information, whatever you want people to see or not see, that is up to you. And then what I like about this is when you have when you do the experience part, this is kind of like creating groups within Webtalk itself. So you said, I might be interested in somebody, or I might be interested in what some group has to do with whatever. So you can actually create your own groups, and I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later on when you start posting and things. But in here, in your experience, you can kind of build your groups. Another thing that's kind of cool is the recommendations. Okay, so let's say that you're about to get your bachelor's, you're about to you're starting to look at maybe job opportunity or things like that. Well, if you look, these recommendations, whether they're written about you or written about someone that you're trying to get um, maybe a job with or whatever, you're going to be able to see these recommendations of people that recommend you within the platform. Okay, and that's really good because it's almost like you have like an online resume. So as as you're looking for a job, people can come and look at this. You can say, hey, look, all these people are giving me recommendations about about who I am or what I do or whatever. And it really shows kind of that online presence of who you are as a person, which is really kind of cool because um, you know as this grows and this becomes more of like a bigger community, people are going to be looking at profiles and basically using them as their resume, as an online resume, to show off who they really are. Okay.
Okay.
um
Yeah.
so that's kind of the about part, the information that you can put in there. We have a timeline. You have a timeline, which, if you think of like any social media, you're going to have stuff that you're posting all the time. Um, whatever you do, people are posting, responding, and interacting. Okay.
And how people see that? How do they find it? Like you are always appear in someone page, or like how? Is it?
That's a great question. What's nice about WebTalk is if you see, I don't know if you can see it, but you can, my picture will kind of spin here or whatever. There's kind of two sides to WebTalk. You can have like your personal, your, family, all that kind of stuff. You can have those people in there, and you can also have all of your business and, whatever else contacts, because you can group those people. And I'm going to show you that kind of based on like the experience and stuff. You can start grouping people so that, let's say you want to make a post, but you don't really want your mom to see it. Okay.
Okay.
Right? Because we all have that, everybody has that.
Yeah.
That post that
Yeah.
mom shouldn't see. So all you do is you can click on the groups of people that you want to see that post. And when you
Okay.
post it, even though everybody is still talking and interacting and conversing, if mom gets on it, she's not going to see it because she's not part of that group. Okay.
Okay. I
So
understand it.
so what happens here is we have this section right here where I can create a post. So when I create a post, there's a couple different options. Okay. So when I create this post, now if I click on here, if you look, let's see.
Yeah, I see professional contacts, personal,
Mhm.
custom groups. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you have is you have all of this you can set up so that you're just posting from one spot, but only certain people can see it. Okay? So the custom groups, if I click on custom groups, what's really cool here is you can go down and you can click on this, and there's all kinds of different options. We have, our acquaintances, people that are friends. We might even have classmates. We have, people that are connected to us, your clients. Like, let's say you're working with crypto, you have a bunch of clients that people that you want to work with. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's say I click on that. You click on that, and I'm gonna let Michael in right now. So I'm gonna let him in and then talk to him for just a second. But so now with those groups, I've created those groups, and now I can put people in, specific groups. Hey, oh, he's still connected to the audio. So if you notice now down there's a group right here. If I hit add group, it's going to add that group. Okay, but let's say, you know, I did want to, but I also do want my mom to see it. So I hit family, that group. Now we have those two. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Good, good. So, Michael, what we're doing right now is I'm showing Alina kind of around Webtalk and kind of just giving her you know, a little tour of it and kind of explaining some different things. Just go ahead
Okay.
and listen to that part, and then I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about like the business side of it
Okay.
in just a little bit. All right, is that cool?
Sounds good.
All right, all right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mute you, and then just listen, and then we'll get. Oop, oop, I'll I'll talk to you in just a second, Michael. So, Alina, so now I've got my like a professional group here. Maybe I want it to go to 2 professional groups. Okay, so I just click on that, add group, and it's just going to keep adding whatever groups I've chosen and the people I've chosen to be in those groups. And then when I post it,
Okay.
that's going to show up on the timeline, but only to the people that are supposed to see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then what's really cool is this right here. It's called a spotlight post. When you upgrade, you get like you can get it's like either 10 or 20 spotlight posts per month. And what that does is when I click on that, this spotlight post will go to anybody that's connected to me. So
Okay.
let's say I want to, you know, get a post out there that everybody's going to see. If they're connected to me, they're going to see it. That's a spotlight post. Another thing that's kind of cool is down here, if you see this, there's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Slack, and then on the app, there's, you know, there's Instagram. You can actually post things into TikTok, all the different platforms. So what's really cool is you can make a post here. You can click on, as long as you know you connect to those other social media you have.
Transfer it to another side. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to syndicate it and it's going to send it out to, you know, like your Facebook. Now, what happens is when it sends it to your Facebook, if someone clicks on that link, it's going to send them to Webtalk. They're going to sign up for Webtalk, or they're going to follow you on Webtalk, and now they're connected to you, and that's where you're. And then it's a very simple process to now have someone who is connected to you that you brought in from a different platform.
Okay.
Okay, and why is it smart to, you know, bring people in from different platforms? Well, I'll show you that in a second. So yeah, so like the basic premise of what the site looks like is very much like other social media. Okay, but what I like to say is that what Webtalk is Webtalk is like your Instagram all the way to your LinkedIn, and it's all in one place. So now all of your business is in one place, your personal's in one place, your syndication, your you know, everything is going out. It's all built to be in one place, but it's an all-in-one sort of network.
This is sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, no
Uh,
problem.
this is I understand, and I know that you can kind of like get something from liking the posts or
Mhm.
something like that. I don't
Ah, so
understand.
now you're talking the good stuff. This is the stuff that Michael needs to listen to.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so now that we know that we have, you know, ways to contact people and blah blah blah. So if we look here, we have a dashboard, and this is what I tell people: if you can show me a dashboard on any of your social media that shows you how much money you're going to make this month, I would love to see it because I'd like to be part of it. But it's not going to be there. I know it's not going to be there. This is it. So if we look at what's going on in our dashboard now, the month just started. Okay, so this is February. The month just started. Here's how it works. You have a couple things here. We have some money that we're making, and then we also have people that are in our network. Okay, so what you can do as a free user, you don't pay anything, you just join Webtalk, you are a free user. That's how you can start in Webtalk. That means that you're going to be this level. You are the U level. Okay.
Okay.
So now when I post something, or I go in and click on some, ads that are in here, or go visit people's news feeds, whatever, I'm generating revenue for them, and I'm also generating revenue for myself. Okay. Now, if you give your link to someone and they sign up, this level 1, you will make 100% of whatever those people make. Free. You're not paying anything to Webtalk. You are getting revenue for yourself, and anybody who uses your link is also getting revenue. And when they get revenue, you get 100% of whatever that is. Okay?
Okay.
Now, this part is the part that is very exciting to me. Okay? There is an option to upgrade, and you upgrade to what is called a pro package. Now, there's two kinds of pro packages. There's like pro package, and then there's pro platinum. I always tell people, especially now that it's such a young site and it's going to get so much bigger, very quickly, I would do the platinum, because of just it gives you all the amenities of the site, plus you're going to get these 5 levels. And what that means is, now all those people that use your link, like let's say you have 10 friends. You say, hey guys, I'm tired of being on Facebook. I'm tired of all the political stuff. I'm tired of all the trolls. I'm tired of all this. Let's just start communicating in Webtalk. Well, now you get those 10 people, and they start seeing that they can make money. Do you think that they're going to be like, nah, I'm not going to tell anybody? Probably not. They want to make money. People want to make money.
Yes,
Especially right now. Especially right now. And the way the world is going right now, we all need some money. Okay.
Yes.
And granted, it is not, and I will say this right now for you guys to hear, it is not a lot of money right now, because it's very young. It's still in beta. It's still growing. But the apps have come out. Things are getting much bigger. The rewards
I
are going to grow.
in perspective.
Yeah. So if you look at this, I only made 50 cents, but how much did I make in Facebook? Exactly nothing. So when we do this upgrade, now let's say your 10 friends, they decide to come in and they go, you know what, this is pretty cool. Like I can make some money. I'm gonna go talk to, let's say, just 10 people. So they go talk to 10 people. Well, if you're doing it for free, those 10 people that they went and invited now turn into 100 people. You don't see any of their revenue. Okay, if you're for free, you don't get any of their revenue, but those people get their friends' revenue. But if you do the upgrade, and the upgrade is this: the first 1 million people to either upgrade themselves, or maybe one of those friends that you signed up, that you gave your link to, they decide to upgrade, then you would get 5 levels of earnings. So it's either you pay for it, an upgrade, or maybe you talk to someone and they're like, hey, I think this is awesome, I'm going to upgrade. And you go, okay, great. You don't get all the amenities of the site, all the features that an upgrade would give you, but you do get the 5 levels of income, which is a really good thing. Okay. So the first 1 million people to either purchase an upgrade, or they have somebody that they've signed up purchases an upgrade, now you get 5 levels of income. So let's just say with the 10. So now you have 10 people on your first level. You're going to have 100 people, because those people went and told 10 people. Okay, we're just saying it as kind of an average of 10. Trust me, it doesn't work like that. It works more like hundreds and thousands, because people when they start seeing this, they're just like, okay, I'm going to go tell everybody, because why not?
I'm sorry, but points is just my posts, yes? No?
Yeah, so this part right here, what you're seeing right here, is basically just like ad impressions. So when someone's going through the news feed and they see your posts, there's ads and stuff. So let's say that they go through it, just going through your news feed, generates a little tiny bit of revenue because those ads, people are seeing them. Now, if someone clicks on them, it adds a little bit more revenue. So all that revenue is just being sent to Webtalk, and Webtalk will pay 50% of their revenue to the users.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm a little tangent right now. Most people don't even know what they're worth in Facebook right now, and so when we look at like people that are in Facebook, they're worth about $3 to $5 a month in in just the advertising and different things like that. So there's about 2 billion people that use Facebook. So when we start thinking about Facebook making $6 billion a month, but 50% of that, can you imagine if 50% of that $3 billion was just given back to the users?
No.
That would be insane. Well, that's what they're doing. And people will go, well, how does a company give 50% to its users and still be functional? Well, if you think about making $6 billion a month, do you think that you'd be okay with just 3 billion every month? Probably. You could probably do pretty well as a business owner if you were making 3 billion a month. So that's what Webtalk is saying is, look, we're going to give back up to 50% of our income to our users. 10% of that, 10% of their income goes to charities and charitable events and nonprofits and things like that. And then the rest goes to Webtalk. Now, what does that mean for people that are, in Webtalk? That doesn't mean that every person's going to get the same amount of money. That means I have the opportunity, if I'm producing great content and I got tons of people following me and responding and all that, I'm going to generate a little bit more revenue than someone who just makes a post and, a couple people are involved. Okay. So it's not like everybody gets 50%. It depends on what you're doing within the site. Okay. So going back to the upgrade, those 10 people get 10 people. Now we're at 100.
Upgrade is just in the amount of people.
The what?
The upgrade is.
The upgrade is this. I'll show you.
The upgrade is the more people you have, the more you upgrade. No.
No, here. I'll show you right here real quickly. Here's the upgrade. It's to do the pro. You have a pro, which is like 100, and then pro platinum. It's 400, but then they do 50% off. So it's 50% off. So if you do this 200, and this is per year, the upgrade is $200 per year, not per month, per year. When you do that, it doesn't go up to 400 the next year. It would stay at the 200. Okay, so if you got it at 200, it would always be 200. That's what an upgrade is. That's like you're using Zoom right now. Mm-hmm. A bunch of people had to get Zoom, but they wanted all the amenities, right? So you can use it for free and talk for 40 minutes and have a couple things, or you upgrade it for $150 a year. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know. Do you have an upgraded Zoom or a free Zoom?
Just like a few weeks ago got this app. I don't really know about it.
Right. Okay. So let's say that you decided that you needed to talk longer on Zoom. You needed all the amenities that Zoom can give, security and all that. And you go, okay, I'm going to upgrade for $150. Okay. Will Zoom ever pay you money to use Zoom?
Oh.
No. But you spent $150 because you saw the value of it. You said, I need this because I have to communicate from my couch for the next year. So yes. I need all this. So I'm going to upgrade for a year. Now, if I go tell people about Zoom, I'm not going to get anything with it. If I come into a Zoom and do a Zoom meeting for an hour, I'm not getting anything out of it. Nothing. Yes. That's the difference. When you look at this upgrade, it's $200 a year. But what do you get? You get
on this on this side, are usually people who know English. Yes, it's only in English version.
No, the right now, yeah, it's basically English, but I
It's just like
believe that in the country, like it does show like advertising and stuff from their country, and I believe that they are working on making it so that the Webtalk shows up in other languages of other countries. So it
okay.
will be it's an you know it's based on the international, so they definitely are trying to get the different languages set up within the
Uh,
site.
when you put on Pro and Pro Platinum, what does it? What is the difference between Pro and Pro Platinum? And what is it at all? I don't understand
That's a
actually.
that's a great question. The Pro and the Pro Platinum, whichever upgrade you do, you're going to get 5 levels. That's guaranteed. You're going to get your 5 levels of revenue.
Pro is 5
Okay.
levels.
What is the 5 levels?
Pro, it is 5 levels.
Yes, Pro and Pro Platinum are both 5 levels. You get your 5 levels either one. Now, here's the difference between the two. If you look, I'm going to scan through it. If you look, just remember that Pro Platinum's on the right, and the Pro is the purple
Okay.
one. How many people that you can connect with? Up to 10,000, or Pro Platinum, anybody and everybody. Okay, unlimited connections. Why do you want connections? The spotlight post. I send a spotlight post to 100,000 connections, and they all come look at my post. I'm making a lot more revenue than just 10,000 people doing that. Okay.
Mm.
This says the business CRM contracts. What's really cool about this, and I'll show you this, is when you get a contact, you can put them in like all kinds of different groups. You can connect them like business, personal, all that stuff. You can do all of that stuff right in Webtalk. So it's a very business related kind of thing. Plus, it's also very much a personal kind of thing. You can, when you get Pro, you don't have to see the banner ads. You can actually turn it off, and then you don't see all the advertisements. But what we say is, if the advertisements are what are paying you, why not have them and click on them a little bit and generate some of that revenue yourself? Okay. Then we go down here, messaging, unlimited messaging. When you go Pro, send to any member. You get 5 or 20 of those. You can see who views your profile. You can incognito means like if you push the incognito, I can look at your profile and you don't know who it is. I think it's kind of, if I'm going to look at someone's profile, I kind of want them to know that I'm looking at it, but some people like to just go and check things out without having their face everywhere. So that's kind of a nice thing. And then different searches, how you can search, all of that is with the Pro Platinum. So the difference between the two is you get all the amenities, anything that comes with Webtalk, anything that comes new with Webtalk, which new things come up all the time. You're getting all of that with that $200 Pro package. Now, if you just go Pro Platinum, you don't get all the amenities, but you do get those 5 levels, which is really what you want. And so one is 100, one is 200. Does that make sense?
Yes, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to what that means as far as what you can get out of it. So if we look at this, and I'm going to change this, guys, because I want you to see a different year. So it kind of makes, can you go, okay, 50 cents is really not that big of a deal. Let's see here. Okay. So what this kind of means is, if you do the upgrade, now you have your 5 levels. And if you look here, when we look at how this kind of works, I wouldn't be too concerned about the points and the pie slices, because what that is just basically anything that you're doing within the site is generating revenue. As far as like like ad impressions, or there's advertisements everywhere, and all those times that you're in it, it's just giving you, it's generating value. But what happens is let's say the you is myself. So I made $1.52 in that month. Well, then everybody who used my link, they made $5.61. Now that's for free. And that's a pretty good deal. Like if you got a bunch of people, you could make a lot of money in Webtalk just by a free account. But what happens is when we upgrade, now we get level 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that generates a ton of revenue. Okay. Yes, this isn't massive right now. I will make sure that everybody hears that. It's only $34 for this month. Okay, maybe $40. Some people are making like $100 a month right now, which is great. You know, the pool isn't very big. This is only one kind of stream of revenue. Okay. Now, what I want you to see also is that, okay, so you see how that grows, you see how that works. What I want to show you is from last month, this number 1. Now, what happens is what I just told you is 50% of the profits go to the users. So when someone upgrades and they pay $200, they paid $200 for their upgrade. What does this say to me? $20. $20 goes up the 5 levels. Now, this guy is from Australia, and I have no idea who he is. And he's on my 5th level. But I'm pretty sure that for the rest of Webtalk's life, every January, this dude's going to hand me $20. Why? Because I know he's going to upgrade. If you see the value of it, you're going to upgrade, and you're going to keep that upgrade. So what happens is when he upgrades, now I have $20. Because instantly, up the levels, up 5 levels is 50% of their profits. So they get 100, and then 20, 20, 20, 20. Okay. So it's the same thing with everything else. So these are the 2 things that make money right now, is ad impressions, just being in there and using it. And then if anybody upgrades, and so like, let's say on your first level, someone upgrades, now you get $20 plus the 5 levels, okay, because they upgraded. All right, so now they have 5 levels and you have 5 levels, and you're now generating revenue on 5 different levels. Now, what's really cool is if you look here, there's a bunch more things that are coming. They are partnered with Priceline, so they will. There's going to be commissions that come from the travel. There's going to be commissions that come from the marketplace. There's going to be commissions that come from job service and the swag shop. All of these things are going to generate revenue, and people are going to get a piece of that every month, whether they're free or whether they've upgraded. So that's the kind of the big difference here with this as compared to any other kind of social media. Because if you think of like YouTube, you have to waste 4,000 hours, certain amount of people that view you to make money. You can start generating revenue in Webtalk as soon as you sign up, and that's really the beauty of it. So, Alina, do you have any other questions, kind of to make it a little bit more clear for you, or anything else that you might?
Yes, I understand. Just like these levels you get, they're always different.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what people are doing. Some people might,
Okay, I got it.
So let's say like level 3, maybe there's a really big influencer on level 3, and he makes $10,000 or $500. Well, then if he makes that, I make that, because it's 100%. Whatever someone makes that's in your 5 levels, you get 100%.
How many times does Webtalk is working? How long does the Webtalk is working?
How long has it been around? It started quite a few years back, probably around like 2017, 2016, 2017 is when they really started kind of going public and started like building their base and kind of giving the information out. The app has just came out about about a month ago. So the
Okay.
apps have just come out, which is huge because what they're doing is saying now everybody loves apps. You know, they're gonna like people
Yes,
don't
yes, I
really go,
understand.
yeah.
This is good because my project deals too with app.
Right. And so your crypto stuff, whatever it may be, whatever company you're dealing with, it's the same thing. Like think about this. And this is something that you can think about. When you think about crypto, you have a company, a business. Most of these crypto things say, okay, if you come in underneath me, I'm going to get a commission. But every month you have to pay X amount of money. And then I'm going to get a commission. And then we're going to do some trading. And then we're going to do some mining. And then we're going to do all this. And I have to explain Forex and the blockchain and everything to someone who goes, blockchain? What is blockchain? Well, blockchain is the ledger, the digital ledger. People put stuff in, and everyone is very clear about it, and they just go, I don't get it. Now think about those same people. If you say, can you make a post?
Yes, of course.
Of course. Well, the second you make a post, now you're making money. Now, if you take that same philosophy, yes, I think crypto is great. I think crypto is awesome. It is, if you understand it, you can do
Yeah.
very well with crypto. If you don't understand it, you get to be that kind of person that always shows up late and everybody made the money and then you came in and then you're like, oh, this sucks. I feel sad. And then you feel badly because they came in too late and whatever. We know how that works. But if you look at this and look at the people that you talk to about crypto every day and start thinking of those people as they're a coin or as they're a share in your business, because to me, Webtalk is another business. Because anytime that someone gets into my 5 levels, whatever they do, I get paid for it. So now I'm the CEO of my business. So I want my business to work. Now, I don't care if I talk to people and explain to Webtalk and they're not in my 5 levels. You know why? Because even if they're not in my 5 levels, even if they're way over here, if they start commenting on my posts, they're still giving me revenue. So if I can interact with people from around the world, all that interaction is generating revenue all the time. And I don't have to explain how the blockchain works to them. I don't have to explain how if they do this and it's going to go through, it's going to go through a ledger and it's going to, little pieces of Bitcoin are going to come out and those little pieces are going to come to you because someone made a transaction. Those kind of things are hard to explain over and over again. They really are.
Yeah.
And people go, well, I'm confused, so I don't really want to do it. Well, to me, and what's really cool is Webtalk is going to have their own cryptocurrency at some point. And so what's really, and what I like that I'd like to see in your eyes go, because what I don't know this for a fact, but what I do know about crypto and stuff, I really believe that if they use it as a utility coin to only allow people to purchase inside of the app, I believe that the value of their coin is going to skyrocket when people are starting to use it as something to pay each other for services and things within Webtalk. But yeah, the Webtalk cryptocurrency is, if you look at their kind of their 10-year plan, it is part of their 10-year plan. And I don't know exactly when that cryptocurrency will come out, but as a person who knows about crypto and is your job and is your focus and career, that should make you smile a little bit, because what a place to have a brand new social media site that pays people to use it, and then on top of that you throw in their own cryptocurrency. That's going to be big.
This is good.
Yeah. So so when you think about the 5 levels, I tell people that are into crypto, if you get all the people that are doing all the crypto stuff to just talk about all the crypto stuff that they do in Webtalk, they're going to generate money for it all the time. And if you think about the difference between like Facebook, like when I make a Facebook post, like when you make a Facebook post, what are you trying to do? You're trying to get someone to say, oh, I want to join the company so that I can make money off of that person because now they're buying my product. What the difference with Webtalk is, you could make that same post in Webtalk and everybody can talk to you about it. And 99% of them will never join your company because they just don't get it. But guess what? 99% of them gave you some revenue because they talked about it.
Yeah.
And pretty soon, it doesn't matter what your product is. And this is for you, Michael. At some point, when you're posting stuff and so many people are seeing your food and your dishes, and maybe you do a live of how to make something, it doesn't matter if they bought it. It matters that they interacted with you and had activity in there, because now you're making money just by showing them something. You don't even have to sell it to them. And the thing that's going to be really cool is in a few years, I think in a few years, I really believe this. And I believe this because it's already starting to happen. I can give away my product for free, but people are going to want to interact with that and want part of that. So they're going to comment on your post. They're going to share your stuff. They're going to be part of it. And now all of a sudden you're generating revenue. So it doesn't even matter if I give my product away. And that's really the goal. If you think of like businesses, small businesses right now, what do they need? They need people to walk in the business. But we've got lockdowns, we've got COVID. You can't eat here anymore. You can't do this anymore because, all of the regulations. Well, what if all I did was showcase on Webtalk, and all the people that normally walk into my business, now they do the same thing. They come in, they talk to me, they point at stuff. Oh, this is nice. Is this 14 karat gold? Yes, it is. Oh, well, it's too expensive. I'm out. And they walk out the door. Well, you haven't made any money. But in Webtalk, you could talk about that necklace for an hour and know that you make money doing it. And that's really the beauty of it. And I think for someone like yourself, in college, young, know a lot of people, what social media is about, and you know how powerful it is. But now, if you can say to people, look, not only do you have a social media platform that connects everybody, all in one, any of that interaction is developing revenue. And then if someone upgrades, you get revenue. If someone decides to go on a trip, you're going to get revenue. That's how it works, is all the things that are going on in these sites generate revenue.
You take this cash from Webtalk?
What's that?
How do you get this cash from Webtalk?
Good question. Let me show you. So there's a few ways. If you look here right now, we have Stripe and Payoneer are linked. These are the two payment plans that you can do now. But what else you can do, and this is coming soon, is we will have Webtalk credits, which means if I make money, I can turn it into credits. And then let's say I want to pay you for something, I just push my credits into your account. So it's like the pre kind of like cryptocurrency. It's a credit. So if I make $20, but you want to sell me something, you say, hey, just send me 100 credits. Okay, I push those in, then you get the money. Then there's also, they're going to be connected to Coinbase, they're connected to TransferWise, and there's some other things that they are working on that people can use to connect, and then Webtalk pays those people, and that's how you get paid. So
Okay.
I'm connected to Payoneer because it's
Payoneer is like, it is electronic wallet, yes?
Yes, yeah. So it's like a worldwide, most countries can use Payoneer.
I saw that. Okay,
Right.
and PayPal will be good.
Mm-hmm. So then I'll show you what it looks like. Then you have your, basically like your ledger, if you want to call it your ledger, your account. What happens is they pay you. You will get a direct deposit after you reach $100. So every time you hit $100 or more, they're going to automatically send you a payment. Okay. So right now I just got paid last month, so it's at 0.
Okay.
But if you look at all this, this month I got, $27. There was my starting balance. There's my ending balance. Now that you see it's a 0, that means that they paid me because I went over the 100. So now I get my whatever I went over. So let's say it's 1,000. Well, if you're over 100, then boom, instant, you're going to get your payment sent to your
Okay.
account, and it's sent to your account, not to your bank account, but to a company account.
It's good.
Yeah,
Very, very. Thank you very much, Andrew,
no problem.
for your attention and for information.
Yeah, no problem. And I think that, someone like yourself, this is huge. This is huge
Yeah.
for you because you can see instantly the value of it, especially from that crypto world. I really believe that when you think about like, let's say TikTok right now, there are people that can make a post on TikTok and it makes them 20 grand.
Yeah.
Well, they have to have millions upon millions of followers. They have to have millions of people, liking and all that. If you think about Webtalk, let's say Webtalk, you'd only need a third of that or less at some point. What if I could make a post and make $20,000? Well, that means if I make two posts, I can go buy a whole Bitcoin tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because all these companies are saying, well, get like a little bit of Bitcoin if you do this, a little bit of Bitcoin if you do this. Well, why not be in a system, in a platform where once we drive it up and get as many people in here as we can, because it's going to, I mean, we're at like 7 million people and we've got billions of people that can get into Webtalk. At some point, people are going to be making $10,000, $5,000 posts. Well,
I
now I can
understand
just
that
go buy
right now it will be more interesting only for English speaking people because I'm from Belarus and all over people here talking in Russian.
right.
Almost
Well,
part of our people, a little amount know really English, but I have a
mhm,
lot of acquaintance from cruise ship. I was last year, so I
mhm.
have somebody who can join anyway.
Well, here's the thing. We have a lot of people in our group, our big IEG group, that your mom has talked to a couple of them. They
IEG
speak
group, it
Russian.
is your group?
Yeah, the IEG is kind of like our group that we have built in Webtalk. Yeah, and it's massive. It's a massive group.
Okay. And what is your business about? Or
Well,
you
in myself, I'm a teacher. And so what we kind of created was the IEG group was this innovative education group or innovative education global.
what?
Innovative education global. And basically what we did is we started out a long time ago as people that wanted to learn English could learn English for free from teachers who would teach them English. However they wanted to do that. If you wanted to donate money, cool. If you didn't, if you didn't have the money to do that,
Hey,
it's okay. But we're gonna
so
we're gonna offer this service. Now that
you,
we've got WebTalk, hold on one second. Now that we have WebTalk, all those teachers and students just interact with each other, and both of them are making money.
this is nice. And you're just like managing this process. You're not teaching people of English, or you do this too.
I'm teaching people English right now. Someone's listening to this, learning English because they're listening to a conversation.
This is so
See what I'm saying?
wonderful, just
Yeah.
because I'm just shocked, just just because in my hometown I'm started to besides cryptocurrency, I have a lot of friends around and I have a lot of followers on Instagram
Hmm.
who see that I sometimes post some posts on English and they're just like, wow, Alina, your English is so good. And right now I'm like wanted to make a group of people and to learn to teach them English. But I know English very well. I can speak as you see. I know
Hmm.
the grammar stuff, and I was doing this all on my own, and
Hmm.
but I don't know how to how to give it to people
Right. Right.
very good that they got the high level, and maybe
So,
you can give me some
oh,
advices,
well,
but
here's my
not it's
advice.
not right now, it's just
No, no,
later.
here's my advice to you right now. You tell every single one of them, if you want to learn English, I can show you a way to learn English for free from teachers that will teach you how to learn English right now. Right now. You could get them in to Webtalk. You can tell me who they are. We can start connecting them, getting them into the groups, finding the teachers that are teaching it. We do free, which is, people come in and they learn English from English teachers for free. We also do where, let's say someone goes, you know what, I want that personal thing, so I want a private tutor. We have private tutors. We will pay them through this site. So let's say someone comes in and we say, okay, you're gonna sign up, but you're gonna sign up under this teacher, or you want to connect with this teacher, whatever. Then you start interacting with that teacher, and that's how you pay them. And so people are going to be learning any language. I mean, there's plenty of languages that teachers are teaching right now in this group, but English is one of the main ones.
It is good. Michael, are you? Maybe you have questions. I'm just taking the whole attention.
No,
I don't know.
He's going to ask some different questions because he's more of the business side of this. He's got his business, and so we're going to talk about it. But he needs to hear what you're asking too, because here's something that's very special, Alina, is not only do we teach English, we call it Innovative Education Global because we're educating people from around the world on anything.
I understand what you mean. It's just like maybe you can share like some kind of system how I can teach people, because will be one, what is conglomeration, and I just like this is one of my way to earn money too right now, because I don't want to work in some offices or in the shops. And maybe you have like the system step by step how to do this to people that I can do this on my own, that I was like a teacher.
Okay, good. Yeah, we can definitely talk and kind of talk about how you can do that. But here's the other side of it. If you hand your link to someone and say you can learn English, but you have to be in this site and you're going to be doing stuff that's generating revenue, guess what happens? They're handing you revenue and you don't have to teach them. Someone else is. So you can go into these groups and you guys can have conversations. You can learn English and you can develop your English language.
Just like people wait from me the real techniques. Just like if they throw just like in the ocean, they will be shocked. Like they need some base.
Right. Yep.
To try.
Well, what we'll do is I know we are connected. I will talk to some people and see what we can do. We'll get you back on into a live, okay, another live. I'm sure people are going to see it now because it is a live event and people will see it. But what we'll do is we'll do another live that's just like going to try to connect you with the right people so that you can actually do what you're asking. You can get your friends so that they can learn English. You can learn some techniques to help them learn English, and then we can get them into the groups where you guys can all talk and talk with people from around the world and learn English and develop that for free. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is it's for free.
It's nice. It's very good. Thank you very much. And your sound is like not bad. I don't know why, but you become.
Did it go down?
Yes, okay. Like not down. You just I hear you not well.
Okay. Does it sound better now?
No, it is the same.
Thanks for telling me. It does that every once in a while.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go out and.
Okay, we will wait for you. Yeah. I can ask Michael, what is your business about? I'm just interested.
I am a chef, so I cook. So catering, event planning.
Okay. I know. I was working on this system when I was in the university.
Okay.
And how it works? Where are you from?
I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, but now I am in Atlanta, Georgia.
And everything locked down, yes? How do you work then?
It's pretty good. I work at a like a small restaurant type place.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. Okay, I just was interested, Andrew,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
like
no problem.
kind
Can
of,
you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
yeah, we hear you very well. It's
it does
just
it does that every once in a while.
okay. And I just like my project is more like business too, because we are developing and it's interesting for us to become more popular, as we know that um, we have a good community and people from Russia, from Belarus, a few people from Poland and Italy, but we wanted more people to know about our coin because it have innovative products, and the more it's become popular, the more it can be used by people in real life, and it is very like cool for us. That is why
Right,
I'm
right.
interested too.
Well,
Okay.
that's going to be another live. We'll do another live so we can talk about your coin, we can talk about your business, we can talk about the people learning English. Does your company have any like promotional videos or anything like that?
Yes, but they are like in Russian right now. But tomorrow I'm gonna do them on English. This is my.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do them.
So
Yeah.
so here's what we do. And this is what's so beautiful about Webtalk is our group, our IEG group is massive. We have about 70 plus countries that are involved. We have a really a quite large travel group, because once the traveling starts back up and they open up the travel portal, the goal is to travel for free, which means that basically what you do is a group of people say, I want to go to, let's say, Italy. Well, we start commenting and interacting and building that up. We build up that revenue, and we can, purchase things and start at some point being able to travel for free. Now, here's the other part. We also love to have businesses. So what we do is when we do a Zoom or we do a meeting or we do a live, if we have a promotional video from your business, we'll play it during a live event with 200 or 300 people watching. That's what we do. Is what we want to do is to educate the world in anything. So when we say innovative education global, you're going to come on, you're going to educate us about your coin. Now, what happens is, let's say some of your friends come on and listen. Well, what are they getting an education of? They're listening to a conversation and they're learning English.
Yes, it is. This is the best practice.
Yeah. So, this is big for you. I mean, I really believe it is. I believe that it's something that I think that you can really see the benefit of what
Yes,
Webtalk can bring.
I understand it. I just
Excellent.
get inspired.
Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, so if you have any more questions, you can ask. If you want to just listen, and I'll talk to Michael if you want to listen a little bit more. If you want to go, that's fine.
I have
But
a little time, I guess, and I listened a little bit, and then I will go.
okay, no problem. And then just make sure to I know I'm pretty sure we're already connected. Yeah, I think we're connected in Web Talk. Send me a talk mail. You can message me in Telegram. That's fine. But I use I my goal is to move everything over to WebTalk, because why use a platform that doesn't pay? That really to me is where I'm at right now. And why am I posting on Facebook when I don't make any money off of it? And is it a lot right now? No, it's not. But it's going to grow, and as people start seeing the value of it, it's going to grow very quickly. So, yeah, we definitely will talk again, and we'll do another live, and we'll kind of talk about your business, talk about maybe tell these friends that you have that want to learn a little bit more, learn English. Say, hey, let's get into Zoom. Let's hear what they have to say. If you guys want to be part of it and start learning some English from some different people, that
So,
would be
so
that'd be
if
incredible.
you have tomorrow time, we make call again tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, to
Yeah,
talk about.
I will say that this weekend is going to be a little bit tough, but we'll talk. We'll talk and kind of see if we can set something up
Okay.
for sure. But it might be I might have to push it into into next week because my wife is going out of town and I'm gonna have the kids and so it's kind of chaotic sometimes with that. So and we've got the Super Bowl coming up. I know that Belarus might not care about the Super Bowl, but we're doing like a live event during the Super Bowl where people from around the world are going to come in and talk and
what is Super Bowl?
Super Bowl is like the football in America, the football, not soccer, but football, American football. It's
Okay,
their championship game. So we're doing that. We're doing some live events and stuff. And so what is really smart to do, Alina, if I'm pretty sure about, and it's going to be, early in the morning for you, but right about probably around 9 p.m. on Saturday. So it'd be like your morning on Sunday. It'll go for a little while. There'll be a live, and if you want to jump in and say hi, we'll probably be on there. And then on Sunday, it might be a little bit, it might be a little bit too early in the morning for you. But after that, but we'll talk and we'll set up some more things and talk to your friends that are looking to learn English and this is huge. This is huge for them because when we talk to people, to get a tutor, it's $15, $25 an hour.
Right.
And when you start thinking about that, if you think about what Webtalk can offer to you for $100 and say, okay, well, if it costs me $20 for a tutor for an hour, that means I would spend 5 hours and I would waste $100. Well, why not start learning English for free and start kind of saying, okay, once I've done an hour, I'm going to put away that $20. And then I'm going to purchase an upgrade and be in a platform where I can make money as well as learn English. Come on, that's a win situation right there. So yeah,
thank you very much. I can say I'm out. Thank you very much for this connection. I will write you later.
Okay. Bye. All right. Bye-bye. All right. So Michael.
Yes.
I know you heard a little bit. What are some things that maybe you heard that you want to kind of clarify, and then whatever other questions you have.
Okay, so I see that the startup of the program, it is, to get in, you can do the free tier or you can do the upgrades.
Yep.
I got the brunt of that. Question I do have is, say you do start on the free side of it, at any time, can you upgrade or?
Yep. Well, here's okay, a little bit of with that. So when you, like, let's say you sign up for free, you're going to get, it's like a 7-day trial of the Pro Platinum. So you can kind of see what it looks like as a Pro Platinum user. You have 30 days for the 50% off the $200 upgrade. Now, there are ways to fix that. If somebody else uses your link and they upgrade, you get your 5 levels and you haven't paid any money.
Right.
And then there's also, there's also a way to, find a link and, revert back to that 50% off and get that if you go past that 30 days. I think now I'm actually, no, you know what? I'm lying to you. I think that link probably is, I think that's expired, but I'll figure it out. But you have basically like 30 days to do that 200 upgrade once you have signed up, or if somebody uses your link, they upgrade, you get those 5 levels.
Okay. So yeah, I got in, and you were already pretty deep into it, but
yeah.
So okay, I sign up for Webtalk, and say I make a post. Does it automatically, or would it send out to all my social medias?
Well, no, that you would to connect to all the social medias, you have to do the upgrade.
Okay.
So what you would do is like, let's say Facebook, the first time that you click on Facebook, here, I'll show you. I don't think I'm sharing my screen right now.
No, you're not. It went out.
So what I'll do is I'll show you what it looks like if I go to make a post. Now I'm not connected to this, so if I
Mhm,
click on it, it's going to
mhm.
pop up and it's going to say, okay, sign into your workplace. So
Okay.
then you sign in and you do all that stuff, and then it will be connected from now on.
Okay.
So then when I hit like this one, well, it's probably not on this computer. No, it's not going to do it on this computer because this is my work computer, so it's not going to.
Okay.
It won't let me do Facebook. But what happens is when you hit that button and you, oh, okay, yeah, it might actually. So I hit that button, so now
Mhm,
it's orange, and if I hit post,
mhm.
now it goes over here, and I can write my post, but now it's over here in Facebook, and when someone clicks on it, that's going to send them to my web talk. Does that make sense? So now
Yeah.
it's like a syndicated post. It sends the post that I made in Webtalk to Facebook. I can
Mhm.
add, whatever I want to say in Facebook, but then when people click on the link to see the post, it sends them to Facebook. Um, it sends them to Webtalk from Facebook.
So would it show my actual post on Facebook, or it's just going to show a link?
No, it'll show like your post and your picture and stuff, and it's kind of here. Yeah, I don't think I can get to Facebook on this computer because it's locked up. Yeah, it's locked up. But yeah, so it'll send like if you look at like my feed,
Mhm.
if you were to look at my feed on Facebook, you would see the difference. Like some like you can clearly tell a web talk post as compared to just a simple Facebook post.
Okay.
But it still has like you can see with the writing, you can see like a picture, you can see the stuff that's in that post, but they still need to click on that post to see it. And so that's kind of the point, is to try to get people to move in and follow you in a different platform.
Okay.
Now you did come in a little bit late, so let me just show you real quickly. I don't care. I don't mind. So here's my profile.
Okay.
You notice how the picture's spinning. You can
Yes.
have a public picture and you can have a private picture. So, or
Uh,
like a business picture. So like you can make it so that like when people get on, let's say restaurant people, they're gonna see
okay.
one thing. Your friends and in public see something completely different.
Okay.
And then down here you have your about information, your contact information, whatever you want to show people, you can show people or not. That doesn't matter. The experience, when you make an experience, when we put in your experience, it creates a kind of like a group. And
Okay.
so then, like, let's say your restaurant, anybody who's part of the restaurant group, or how you put them in and put them into that group, anything that you post that's that restaurant group, they'll see it. Now, your friends and family won't see that because you've made a group just for that. Now,
Okay.
all those people are going to be interacting on your newsfeed, which is generating revenue, but not everybody has to see it. So
Okay.
that's how you create your groups. Then you have recommendations, which for you make, oh, whoops, you make an awesome meal, and someone eats it. Well, you say, hey, if you like my business, if you like what I'm doing, can you write me a recommendation? Now people are going
Mm,
to come through and they're going to see these recommendations, and people can see you even based on your recommendation level. Or let's say they go and they type in restaurants. Well, yours is going to come up because you're one of the first restaurants in here, and all these people that come through and buy your food and use your services, they go in and put those recommendations. It's like a digital resume. Now people can come in and instantly see who you are, and what your business is all about. So that's a really cool part. So then, um, like I said earlier, when you make those groups, when I go to post, I click over here, I can post it just to my professional contacts, to my personal contacts, to my custom groups. If you put custom groups, now I click on this, I have many options, acquaintances, classmates, all that I've put all these people in. So then when I click on this one, now I already have a group. I can say add that group, it adds it to the bottom. I can find this group, add it, adds to the bottom. And then I want my family to see this one too, adds to the bottom.
Okay.
Now when I make this post, it's just going to go to those people, that specific group.
Okay.
Or, you can just go, go public or whatever. And then like I said, this is all syndicated, so it sends it over there. The spotlight post is something that you get as an upgraded user. You get spotlight, a certain amount of spotlight posts per month, and that sends that to all of your connections. So anybody who's connected to you, it sends it to them so that they're all seeing that. And then I'll show you how you fill someone into a group. So this person, I like showing this just because we used to see so many foreign names, because our group is just expanding daily. I mean, it's just growing so fast. And what's crazy is, we talk about your level of income matching of 100% is only 5 levels, but anybody who interacts with you on your news feed and in the site is generating revenue for you. So we're at probably level, I would say 30 or 40 by now.
Okay.
Because there's people everywhere, but those people still interact and generate you revenue. So when I click on this person, I can go in and see who they are. Oh, why it's not doing? Okay, so I can go in and I can see who this person is. I can click on their thing. It'll take me to their profile. I can check them out. But this person, I know exactly who these people are. Now, what I can do is I can put in all their contact info. So if they give me their email, their phone, website, whatever, I've got all their contact info I can add. Now, the permission groups, like I said, when you click on this, now you have an acquaintance, someone that you met on the street, classmates, service providers. These are the people, it's really cool because it to me, it's like almost like a target. And it's like you're close, and then it just gets bigger and bigger. And so like service providers are the people, like, let's say the dude that mows your lawn, know them. You might not be like best pals with them, but you interact with them all the time, and you want to make sure that you have that, that information quickly. And then you have all these different groups that you can, put your people in. And so I'll show you, if I click on this one now, where my experience has created these groups. So now I can put this person. Right now, you can only put people in one group. I think that's going to change. So this person, I know that they're going to be in my innovative education because they're, foreign or whatever. I can also put them into my family and all that. I don't really do that, but some people do. So you can have your professional and you can have your personal all separated right away as soon as you get someone in. And so, like, let's think about like your business. Okay. The restaurant, you might want everybody in the Broncos group to be part of your, of seeing the same thing that the people in your restaurant group, see. So you would kind of create a group that encompasses all of that. So you would think about, okay, I want, or you can just do public and everybody sees it, but maybe you just want a group for your Bronco and restaurant. Okay. So then every time that you click on that group, only those people that someone who comes in is part of Webtalk, you go, okay, I want this person in that particular group. So when I make a post, everybody's screaming and shouting about the Broncos and they want to come eat food. That's kind of the way you do it. So you can, you can add that. And then when you do that, now it's done. Now that person, whenever I post something and I, post it however I want to post it, they're going to get the posts that I want them to see.
Got you. Okay. It sounds very interesting.
Yeah, and then for you, and this is what I've been telling people is like, and I think that you would understand this very easily. The people that come into restaurants, the regulars, they're on a mailing list. They're on something of that business, whatever business it is. So what if you said, okay, restaurant business, obviously all of you can't come in, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to go through the menu and I'm going to show you how to cook not exactly what we make at the restaurant, but we're going to make a meal that you can make at home. And so you're going to make a post to all these people that are in your restaurant, you know, the patrons that have been there before, and say, hey, okay, on Friday we're going to do a live cooking event. I'm going to cook with you on a live event. So go to the store, get these ingredients. And so everybody's responding, oh, that sounds great, that would be awesome, I'm in, what time, blah 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 blah. Well, they're all talking on your post. That's generating revenue for you. They haven't walked into your restaurant, but they're still making you money. And then you do a live event and you're up there and you have, you know, the people, you know, that are all your patrons, the people that you know that support you. Maybe they have friends that they want to invite in. So now you have a live event, everybody's responding and talking inside of that. You teach them how to cook a basic kind of meal, maybe not exactly what you're serving, but you teach them how to cook that, and everybody can enjoy a meal together. You know, restaurants and bars and stuff have musical groups that come in and play on Friday night. Well, why not do a live on your platform and have people come in? They'll drink some beers. They'll, you know, the band will stop for a while and everybody can talk and do what they did at the restaurant or at the bar or at the patio, but now they're doing it online and they're generating that revenue and helping out these businesses that they care about in their communities. I mean, it's just huge what you can do. And the thing is, it only gets bigger.
Right.
The value is going to grow. As the people grow, the value grows. And this is only going to generate more and more revenue as it grows. It will. There's no way around that.
Gotcha.
Because after a while, think about this. After a while, do you think that you're going to keep posting on Facebook when you know that you could make 10 cents somewhere else?
Right.
I
Right.
mean, people need money. But then think about when that same post makes $1,000, and you can start showing that. You know, if you're making $1,000 a month just by using this site, who else wants to do that? Everyone.
Right. Right. That's what I'm actually going through. You mentioned crypto, and there's a newer one called Pi. Are you familiar with it?
I haven't heard of Pi, huh?
And I actually was invited in by an investor that I know, and he happens to be a billionaire. And he put me onto this, and well, it's free to get in up until their third tier because they're rather new. I want to say they're in their like their second phase or second tier right now, but pretty much the same thing. You generate off of you clicking in and however many people, you know, you get to sign up or whatnot. And once they get to the third tier, then you have to, it's not free to get in anymore.
Right.
So that's what
So let's think about that. And I think that's a great example. Let's think about that. You're going to have to, like, you want some of this coin. So you're going to start stacking this coin in the hope that at some point it's going to provide you with a revenue source that has increased from when it was worth nothing to, let's say, $100.
Right.
But you go down 3 levels and now you have to go get people.
Right.
And they have to pay, and then you have to recruit, and then you have to explain, and you have to do all this. When you look at this, so let's say you got here, this is that first level you're talking about, then they're in their next tier, then they're in their next tier. Okay, now from now on, you have to get anybody that you want to make money from here, you're going to have to pay money, you're going to have to recruit, you're going to have to do all this. Well, what happens is these 2 levels, you've told all your friends. Now they're just going to go talk. So by the time you get down here, it doesn't, and what's beautiful about this, it does not matter if any person in these 5 levels, if I look at all 5,000 of these people, if not one of them upgraded, it doesn't matter to me. Why? Because I did. I don't have to ask people for money. I can tell you about it. I can explain it to you, but I don't care if you upgrade. I think it's crazy that you don't, but if you don't want to, I don't care. You know why? Because whatever these people do, I'm still making money. I will make 100% of what they make, no matter if any of them upgrade or not. And see, that's the difference right now between what we're seeing with crypto companies and stuff is crowdfund. If you put in 50, we'll give you 25. If if you put in 50, then this person's going to make stuff. Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, if you signed up for Webtalk and never paid for it, I'm still going to make money off of you. Because every time you make a post, every time you interact, every time you do something, I'm going to get something out of it. So I don't have to pressure you to do a monthly fee. I don't have to pressure you to, you got to upgrade and you got to go get 10 people to upgrade by next month or we're all screwed. Nope, I don't care. I don't care who pays and who doesn't. Because the thing is, I already have. I know what I know what my 5 levels is going to do. I've seen what it can do. And I know that it's been doing a lot for other people that we have helped, that we've built this thing for everyone else basically, and now we're starting to build it for ourselves. And we have, like I said, like we have probably levels of 20, 30 deep that should all be in our 5 levels. If we would have done it like, okay, you can only take my link and do this. No, we went, here's a strategic person here. Here's a teacher in this country. Here's a teacher over here. We're going to start connecting all these people and start generating revenue for them so that they can see, what the power of this really is. And then we'll work on ourselves. So that's that. That's that. I'm very much into crypto. I like the the concept of it. I like what it's about. I find that it's very hard for people to understand sometimes, and they get screwed very easily. In it, and I feel badly for people that happens to, and that is one reason why when I saw this, I mean, this was back in like 2017 is when I saw Webtalk. I said, no matter how long it takes, because it's going to take a while, I don't care. I don't have to ever go back to someone and say, man, I'm really sorry you dropped 10 grand into that and they just took your money and ran.
Right.
People lose husbands and wives over 10 grand.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna lose your wife or your husband or your family or your car or your house if you spend $200 for an upgrade and it doesn't work.
Right.
But to me, when you look at social media, and I tell people this, look at social media, go see how much it makes, and then go see how much people make in it. And then look at this and tell me you're not gonna do well. And you tell me it's not going to work, because this is growing very quickly now with the app out, and things are growing very quickly, which is awesome, which is really cool. So yeah, so that's kind of the idea here is, if you look at like this first level, I mean, I know people that we've worked with that have 1,000 people on their first level. Well, I tell people, look, if 1,000 people go tell 10 more people, that's 10,000 people you have in your 5 levels.
Right.
And if you really look at it, that person, let's say they don't even pay, they have 1,000 people. Let's say those 1,000 people make 50 cents a month. Well, I did that in 2 days. So you can make 50 cents in a month.
Right.
Well, now that person is making $500 extra a month. What could you do with $500 extra a month?
Right. Right. Definitely a lot.
Yeah, and you haven't paid anything. And the thing is those 1,000 people, I guarantee it, when they start saying, wow, I'm making money on my first level, and they decide to upgrade, now every time that they upgrade, they're handing you $20. And you still haven't paid any money.
Right.
I mean, and so that's what's beautiful about this is the first, and that first level, the people that use your link, that's all free. So it's powerful, man. It is exciting, and it's exciting. It's and I've talked to you before about it and kind of kept you updated so that you kind of hear about it a little bit here and there. But I was like, I'm not going to tell people until there's an app, until there's really something to really show. But, hey, we're about ready to go. If we don't think we're not going to go on another lockdown here in this year, I doubt I feel like that's going to happen again. And
I feel it needs to happen. Just getting over COVID myself. Like,
no,
it's ridiculous how people aren't taking it seriously at all. The lounge I work at, I'm in the kitchen, so I don't really associate with any of the patrons too much or anything, and I do it on purpose.
Right.
I'll go out sometimes and look, or go to the bathroom and look, and I mean, it's almost standing room only. So what happened to the social distancing? What happened to the 25% capacity or 50% capacity?
Because I mean, I really believe it's just because people are struggling. Like they need this money. They need a job. They need to get out. Mental health, all the things that are going on. But the problem is, if you would have just done it right in the beginning, had some leadership to get you to that point, we wouldn't be at this point right now.
Right.
It's just you're right. I mean, it needs to happen again. There needs to be a lockdown and shut it down and stop everything for, even if you could tell people, look, 4 weeks, a solid month, we just shut it down. And things like this, things like Webtalk would blow up because everybody would start talking about it. I mean, that's what happened to us with Vietnam. I mean, Vietnam was on a lockdown and they had all the time in the world, and all of them are like, wait, so you're telling us that if we just get on this and just talk to people and interact and do stuff and learn English and talk to our people and add more people, we're going to make money? And to them, when you think about what they make in a month, let's say they make about $300 a month in their salary. Well, if you can show someone how to make at least $100 a month, dude, they're going to tell everybody.
Right.
We have people in Webtalk. This is the truth. We have people in Webtalk that are already making their salary in their country because of how we've helped them. That's powerful.
Right.
Because what it's going to do is it's going to show people you don't have to be on everything else. You don't have to worry about pandemics. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. What do you want to do? Do you want to make $100? Okay, we can show you how to make $100. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. It's not just a, get rich quick kind of thing. It is not. But you can put the effort in and do very well. And here's the proof. I posted this when we started. When we started today, I made a lot. And if you look at it, let me see if I refresh it, if it'll give us any more. Okay, so right now, 19 people have seen it and liked it. 8 people have commented. 5 people have already shared it. 30 views.
Okay.
30 people have viewed this. 5 people have shared it. Do you know how many people are seeing this on someone else's timeline now? Because what we tell people is what you're going to do is you're going to take this video, you're going to copy this link, you're going to paste it into your timeline, and now it becomes your newsfeed, and people are going to watch this and comment on your newsfeed, and it's going to generate revenue. And guess what? I don't care. You know why? Because if you're in my 5 levels, if you make revenue, I make revenue.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to keep producing stuff where people come in and ask all the questions that they can possibly ask, talk about whatever, and people around the world are going to see that and be like, I want to be part of this. Okay, great. Send this out. Show this to anybody you want. I don't care. Because we're going to help everybody be successful. And so then you can look at, so what's kind of cool is, like, as people listen, they're responding to it.
Right.
So now Alina says, well, I have friends that want to learn how to speak English. Well, they also want to learn how to write English, right? So they can listen to this and they can read this and go, oh, someone just said, and they're learning live in Webtalk. You know what he's talking about? He's talking about that conversation.
Right.
All these people, their English is pretty good. Some people, their English isn't as good, and they write messages in here. And guess what? It doesn't matter. They're practicing. They're learning. They're developing themselves. So every time we do this, you know, it's like she said, well, can you give me some tips on how to teach a class? Oh, we're teaching a class right now.
Yeah.
You and I are talking right now, and people are listening to it and learning English.
Right. Understood.
And they're also learning about crypto. They're also learning about what's going on in Belarus. They're also learning about what's happening to someone who had COVID and who people go, oh, it's fake. Oh, it's not fake.
No.
I don't care. I don't care what
Yes.
your conspiracy theory is. I don't care what you feel about it. I don't care about your political view. If you don't believe that it's something that's happening, then that's a problem. You
Right.
can say, oh, it was man-made, or oh, it's for this, it's for that, it's for that, whatever it is, and it's fake. It's not fake. People are dying from it.
Yes.
It's a real thing. And so you are educating the world right now. And that's the beauty of what we have created in here, is every single time that people are in Webtalk, they are teaching each other something new. And we're getting people every single day that want to be part of this. Welcome to Webtalk. Have a great success here. IEG is always here to guide and help you. See, our group IEG is massive. And there's people that will listen to this and answer and interact and give help. It doesn't matter. And that's what I love about this, is when we talk to like businesses, you want to start generating revenue, be part of the IEG group. And we'll start posting your stuff. You can start posting your stuff, and we'll start pushing people to go follow you and interact with you. And so like yourself, like you post a picture, and here's what you can do. Here's an experiment that you can do. Post a picture in Facebook, post a picture in Webtalk. Tell me which one's going to make you more money.
Right. Right. Well, it's definitely going to be Webtalk, because Facebook, you don't get paid at all. You get likes.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it. Let's see. Yep. So someone has already welcomed Alina. You know, it's just that's what's so crazy about this, is it's just this platform is so much higher level than other social media. And it's just only going to get bigger. So yeah, man, think about it. You know, if you have any questions, ask. You know, you can message me and ask. But you know, it's funny because I've talked to shoot, what's her name from the Broncos group?
Oh, Tanisha.
Yeah, Tanisha. You know, I've told her about this and stuff, and I'm like, you know, you make all these posts in Facebook, and you're always spending your time. I'm like, you got to start making money off this, man. Right. And you know, she's just been super busy, and you know, trying to explain to someone something like this without them really seeing it really in action and working is kind of tough. But you know, I tell her all the time, I'm like, look, there's tons of other team groups here in Atlanta, and if you just started showing them all these administrators that work so hard to put out all this information all the time, and they start making money off of it, oh, they're going to switch everybody else. They're going to stop using Facebook, and they're going to go right over to Webtalk and be like, okay, you guys are going to go here for all the posts and all the information, because I want to start making money. And then every single one of those people, wait, you can make money? You know, it's funny because we had someone get on, and they said, the first month I made 1 penny.
Right.
The second month I made $100. Now, is everybody going to do that right away? No. But you know what it was? If I can make a penny, that gives me the drive to make more.
Right.
And it's not going to be difficult to make, you know, $100 posts pretty soon.
Right. Well, yeah, I in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, I put a photo in there. It's good old soul food recipes. I put a photo of my pineapple bowl, and in less than 3 days, I had like well over 1,500 likes. I had like 1510.
Right. Now,
So,
let's say those 1,500 people that went to your news feed, let's say they only generate a penny by doing that. Well, now you made $1.50.
right.
Big deal. Or I mean, it might even be less than that. Maybe it might be 15 cents. I don't know. But let's say that same 1,500 in a year or so, every time that they come through, they're handing you 50 cents.
Right.
I mean, someone who's in Facebook or in Webtalk, if you think of everybody that follows you is handing you 50 cents every month, that's nice. Well, what if all of a sudden now you have 5 levels, all those 1,500 go tell all their friends and they're all handing, 50 cents to you. And then all those people go and tell somebody and they're handing 50 cents to you. I mean, it becomes like a big deal.
Yeah. Yes.
Really quickly.
Well, definitely. I'm gonna think about this like heavily, and I mean, it sounds really good to me. I like it. So I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna get back with you.
Cool.
So I've got to go on ahead, get ready to do what I do. I got to start cooking.
That's right. All right, man.
So I'll definitely be in touch though. I want to get you some green chili. I want you to be able to try that.
I told Ashley, I said, I messaged you and I'm just so happy that you are okay. I mean, bottom line, I'm glad that that you're okay. And I know that it was not a good situation for you, but I told her, I said, man, this is a long time ago. I said, I've been talking to this guy, and it was like literally like right before the lockdown happened, because I was like, we have got to go visit Michael. We've got to go stop by this place. I was like, he keeps telling me he's got Colorado green chili, and I said, if he's lying to me, I'm gonna be so mad. I said, but I don't think so. I was like, I'm seeing his posts and stuff, and I was like, this dude's in Atlanta, and he knows how to make chili the right way, green chilies. Right? I said, I cannot wait to smother that all over everything. And she just started laughing. She's like, that's hilarious, because she knows, like, when we go to Colorado, it's like, if you don't go to a restaurant that just hands you green chili in a bowl, then you ain't at the right restaurant.
Right. Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a Colorado staple. So I had to, it took me 5 years to perfect my recipe out here, but I finally did it. Right. And now I go to Lulu's Farms out there in Brighton. I'll either have them ship me my chilies, or when I go back home, I'll pack up as much as I can and bring them out here. So I have the roasted chilies. So man, I got you.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait. And then, like I said, the lockdown really kind of, obviously it messed up a lot of things for people, but I was just like my selfish me. I'm just like, man, I want to try that green chili so bad.
Yes, we'll get it. So, but I thank you definitely for the heads up on this, and I will be in touch with you on it.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.